have just been released, and what are they saying about the possibility of snow in Portland?
Boy, it is still a close call. Can you believe I'm still saying that, right? It's very complicated with the forecast tonight, and we're still above freezing. So right now, we are just waiting for that moisture to literally get here. So that we can actually bring those temperatures down. The rain will have to come down, evaporate, and then bring the temperatures down to the freezing mark so we'll get that winter mix in the morning. Bottom line, be prepared as you head out tomorrow morning. So for the Portland metro area, we're going to start off with a mix of snow, sleet, maybe even a little bit of freezing rain. So a nice wintry mix. Now, once this gets going, we start to see the temperatures drop to the freezing mark. The wintry mix could persist even into the afternoon with a gradual changeover to cold rain. As far as accumulations are concerned, we're talking spotty light accumulations possible, especially as you head east towards Troutdale, getting closer to the gorge. And then for the far west metro, as you head towards the western end over near Washington County, getting closer to Forest Grove and Banks, that area. Now you drop south, and this is going to be a mainly rain event as it looks like at this point. We could briefly see a mix of snow and sleet before the sun comes up very early tomorrow morning, but likely a very quick changeover to that cold rain, so little to no accumulation. So we're talking down Wilsonville south really through portions of the central Willamette Valley. Right now 37 degrees. We are still above freezing. Winds continue to gust. We're going to continue to get that steady flow of cold air coming in from the gorge all night long, no doubt about that. Just last hour, a gust of 40 miles an hour. We're still gusting up near 35 miles an hour, so the commute tomorrow morning could get fairly ugly. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're down to the freezing mark. East wind steady at 25 miles an hour. Looking at that wintry mix by noon, still likely dealing with a wintry mix. We're talking ice pellets, snow, perhaps a little bit of freezing rain, and then by 4 o'clock we're trying to transition mainly over to that very, very cold rain. So out there right now, you can see the moisture trying to fill in. At this point, a lot of this not even making it to the ground. We're going to get deeper moisture moving in as we continue through the next few hours. Here's how it pans out. 3:30 a.m. You can see the precip still far to our south. We get closer to 7 a.m. and this is why it's really tough and why you need to get prepared. 7 a.m. we're starting to get a lot of traffic out there on the roads, and we are looking at that possibility of a wintry mix for much of the northern Willamette Valley. You can drop down closer to Salem and again central portion of the Willamette Valley, and it looks more like a cold rain, so not as big of a deal for you there. By noon, this forecast model is still showing that winter mix over us. Meanwhile, we're still getting snow all through the gorge and over in Hood River. 4:30 p.m. you can start to see that transition of the rain moving on in, the colder rain, and pushing out some of the winter weather out of here, and then it's just a cold rain after that. Snow continues to come down, by the way, overnight tomorrow night as we head towards the gorge and the Hood River area where things are going to be a very big mess. So winter storm warnings for us. Most impacts, again, western metro, closer to the gorge, snow ice accumulations, possibly 2 to 4 inches in some of those areas that typically see the snow in this type of east wind event. Blizzard warnings in effect as you head through the gorge. That goes through 4 a.m. We're talking perhaps 5 to 10 inches of snow and ice in that area. Same thing, Hood River. We're going to be dealing with that snow, 8 to 12 inches possibly, as you continue east through the gorge and out through the Dalles too. And then snow accumulations 5 to 8 inches across much of central Oregon, 18 inches up in the mountains, so quite a bit of snow there. And then as we zoom on into the coast, of course, we're getting away from the colder air, and we're just talking plain old rain tomorrow. Very cold rain though. Astoria in the 30s, 40s everywhere else. I-5, a winter mix early, quickly changing to that rain, and temperatures will stay in the mid to upper 30s for highs. Central and eastern Oregon, temperatures in the 20s to low 30s with snow, again, 5 to 9 inches out that way. Cascades, lots of snow. Great for the ski resort. Pass level could get pretty tricky too. We're talking several inches of snow on the ground there. And then for Portland, by tomorrow afternoon, evening, we're getting out of the mess. And then by Friday, it's going just to be, we're just going to be dealing with the cold 40 degrees, and the cold sticks around through the weekend. So keep in mind, it's been very warm. So it's going to take a lot for those roads to really get too icy.
That's a good point.
So be careful, bridges, overpasses first, obviously, and just pay attention because it's so close right now with the forecast models. It could all change even early tomorrow morning.
We'll be ready for anything.
Yeah.